Hey, it's me again, RJ, and I would like to thank to you people supporting me, and I really appreciate it. Thank to you guys. I thought I wouldn't be able to do my videos for a while, but thank God I have a real thing coming through for me. But I still got some stuff I gotta do so I can keep making them, and I'm gonna do it. But I'm gonna take care of that. Now today I'm gonna talk about on the road to King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring. Now here's the thing about I was telling you about wrestling. Now you saw the this is the night, like it's a few nights before Night of Champions, before they discover who's gonna be Queen of the Ring and who's gonna be King of the Ring. Now I can tell you up front, this is how they do. And with Goldberg at Saturday night's main event, yeah, against Gunther, okay, no question. And how they say Goldberg's, that's going to be his last match and his retirement match, and no more after that. After that, he's done. Okay, so you know when something comes like that, Goldberg is automatically going to lose that match to Gunther. We all know that. And Gunther's going to retain his title. Also, I predict that in Night of Champions this Saturday, that you know how when a superstar just comes back and they start winning all that and going crazy and then getting all this success, I'm sorry, Jada, but Oscar's going to be the winner of Queen of the Ring. And I promise you and I guarantee. And that little trap Becky Lynch set up, I knew she was setting that up to turn Bayley and Lyra against each other, to try to get at each other's throats and enemies so she could get them off her back and try to get out of defending her title against them and hold on to the championship. That's the way she was doing it. And her husband, on the other hand, is crazy too. And him going through with with the group he made with Paul Heyman. You got Steph freaking Rollins, winner of Money in the Bank, as I pretty much knew. And he got Paul Heyman by his side. He got Braun Breaker by his side. He got what's his name again? I forgot. He just came back. I forgot. Shoot. Dang. What's his name? Well, you get it. It'll come to me, but anyway. With them by his side, he's like untouchable because he got Money in the Bank. And he's right. Y'all are competing for second place when it comes to King of the Ring. And my fact, you not only do I predict and know a Night of Champions this Saturday that what's it called? I just said it. Oscar is going to win Queen of the Ring. I promise you. Dan Orton is going to win King of the Ring. And also, I know this. Rollins is not no fool. He's not no dummy. He's not no idiot. But here's the thing for a fact. If you see what he said on Monday, right? And how he don't care what we think or how we feel. And he knows what's best for us. And our opinions don't matter. And you say he's got y'all confused, and y'all singing this song 1 minute, then singing CM Punk, then saying OTC Roman Reigns, and then you saying let's go Cena sucks, and then you going on somebody else's name and saying y'all don't know what y'all want, we know what we want. So what Rollins said to you, I suggest for now on, instead of singing this song, whatever, sing boo, 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 boo along to this song when he comes out. Trust me, that really get to him and under his skin. And as you sing the song, go boo, boo, yeah, and say Rollins sucks. Now, speaking of you fans, Friday night, actually want to thank y'all for what y'all did for Friday night. I really appreciate what y'all did. And for that, what y'all did Friday night, if y'all continue to do this, if y'all continue to do this, what you did on Friday Night SmackDown, I'm talking to the audience only the audience and the people that watch wrestling and enjoy it. The people that were cheering John Cena after all that and kept going on and saying his name, that's all he wanted. And the more you keep that up, the more he's going to change, and he's not going to keep doing that to you. And he's going to come around. And that's all he ever wanted. And your appreciation and show him your love. That's what I was trying to get y'all to do. But Cena, I know this is going to sound kind of stupid, but in return, if you do lose the championship before you can take it home, don't worry, I got you a gift. It's not, it's the best I could afford, but I got you a gift. And I hope it means something to you. And I just wanted to let you know, I'm going to give you that gift too. Alright? And also, it was something else. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. It was about the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Now, I remember all these years, long time, y'all kept saying, let's go Cena. Cena sucks. Let's go Cena. Cena sucks. And y'all still were doing it to this day. But I'm glad y'all starting to try to examine how much Cena means to this business, how important he is, and he can wrestle. And all he ever wanted was your love and support to him. Instead of saying, let's go Cena, Cena sucks, that's not the way to go. And what do you expect from a superstar who works their butt off for you and try to get your attention? And you keep saying, let's go Cena, Cena sucks. And then you all the time want him to be a bad guy. And he finally gave you what you want and you're upset about it. Now you just keep saying Cena sucks, Cena sucks. Well, that's not Cena's fault. That's not my fault. That's your fault. Y'all the ones to blame. And I blame you for it. All that pain I had to go through, suffering through that. But I'm glad y'all starting to understand. And the more you keep honoring Cena and supporting him and appreciating him and sharing his name and like him, really like him, being for real with him, he will get back to the John Cena we all know and love and that we know he can be. And then retirement with the good, I don't know what I'm trying to say, like a good thing left behind. Like retirement and dignity with all the love from the fans. That's all he wants. That's all he really wants. And I guarantee you, he will get that title back if y'all can do that. But I also guarantee that for Night of Champions, Asuka's gonna win Queen of the Ring. Randy Orton gonna win King of the Ring. And like I said earlier, Seth Rollins is no fool. But before I get into that, like I was saying, the chance with let's go Cena, Cena sucks, let's go Cena, Cena sucks. Y'all were doing those same chants in Money in the Bank, except not with Cena. This time in Money in the Bank, you were chanting, let's go Becky, Becky sucks. Let's go Becky, Becky sucks. Don't believe me? Here's the proof. Listen.
Remember, champion's advantage tonight. Becky has to pin or submit. Lyra Valkyria to win the Intercontinental title. Valkyria now rising in agony, grabbing that left elbow, which took all of that momentum of that. Sitting down. Reaching automatically between. Is he a trailblazer?
Sorry, it's taking him a little bit.
Metro. Coaster Club apparently.
I just rather let it play.
NXT title on the line. She lost to her back at Backlash. Again.
Now I'm gonna give y'all a chance to enjoy it a little bit. But see, you can hear it once the match gets started. I'm just gonna let it play. And I'm gonna let y'all listen to what y'all been saying on saying let's go Becky, Becky sucks. The same way y'all were doing with John Cena.
control that a superstar the level of a Becky Lynch gets an opportunity. And look at this, wasting little time. Lyra Valkyria kicked off at Becky and taking the fight to the man in this matchup. So it's bad blood between these two. Of course, Lyra Valkyria cost Becky Lynch a place in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. With numerous brawls between the pair of them. Well, let's get this straight. First, Lyra beat her for the NXT Championship. Then, at WrestleMania, Lyra and Becky win the women's tag team titles. The night after, they lost to Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Becky turned her back and Lyra beat the hell out of her, and that's why we're here tonight. Well, Lyra Valkyria was the one who lost that tag match and lost the tag gold, ruining Becky Lynch's triumphant return to WWE, hence the bad blood.
Lyra Valkyria didn't get an opportunity to get introduced.
Oh, and Becky Lynch dropping her on the floor. Remember, champion's advantage tonight. Becky has the pinner.
Y'all didn't hear that little bit of y'all? Because I heard it loud and clear. Now see, that's the problem right there.
Momentum of Valkyria's fall.
Now let's see if y'all say it again.
Right now, she's never beaten Lyra Valkyria. She lost to her with the NXT title on the line. She lost to her back at Backlash for the Intercontinental Championship. And Lyra is just, she has so much confidence now, Wade. Becky Lynch, I think, is taken out of her game. Well, both of those victories by Lyra Valkyria over Becky Lynch were very quick pins out of nowhere. Nothing decisive in life, but the rivalry this heated, you need to make a statement by knocking out your opponent or making them say, I quit. And Becky with the best motor. She's been dominating here thus far. After Lyra Valkyria started the match off quickly. Cover now for the championship and a kick out by Lyra.
Becky clearly had a plan. She was going to attack early. Now she's in charge. Everybody on the
I'm
kickoff
just saying
thing,
like it is.
winning this match tonight
And I hate
except for
doing
me.
this.
That's why
Because it really makes
I
me
think
upset.
Lyra needs to really fight back here. Becky's executing a game plan that Hall of Famers would put together.
I'll tell you right now, you mentioned that Backlash victory by Lyra Valkyria over Becky Lynch. I would argue that Becky Lynch took Lyra Valkyria too lightly. She wasn't aware how much Valkyria has grown and developed over the past 6 months. This is a very different Becky Lynch tonight. This is game day Becky Lynch. Big time backs here to make a statement against the young pretender.
Well, this is a different Lyra Valkyria than the one she remembers from being the young
Next
girl.
slide by Lyra. Shoulders down, Rep Jessica Carr in perfect position.
This is the Intercontinental.
That's all I need to play. I don't know if y'all heard it, but y'all was saying, let's go Becky, Becky sucks. Like y'all were doing the old strategy over again. And in a way, I'm sorry to say this, but in a way, Steph Rollins was kind of right about you guys. And let's face it, a lot of you guys are not really wrestling fans for real. And you don't really like it anymore. You're not into it. You, especially if you keep calling it fake, then you're really not a wrestling fan. And you don't believe they put their bodies on the line like that. I was just showing y'all parts of which say and start doing. And it's messed up. And you don't want to do that. See, this is what brought Cena to the way he is now. And he kept trying to fight clean, not dirty, and all by himself the whole time. And he wasn't kissing ass. He was doing what he got to do and fight the right way. Until y'all brought him to say, y'all wanted him this way. Well, forget it. Keep cheering him. That's what you need to do. And we going to get the Cena back we love and want and always wanted and always admired. And Cena, in case you do lose, I do have a gift for you. Okay? And I know it's not much and not all fancy and stuff, but I hope you like it. And I would like to show it for after your retirement. I might show it before though, because I can't wait. But not tonight. But anyway, between Cena and Punk, Cena might win Punk might win. It don't know. But most likely Cena's gonna win. Orton's gonna want his chance at Cena. And Seth Rollins is gonna most likely, he's not gonna cash in on Gunther. He's most likely gonna cash on the weakest link, Cena. No offense, Cena, you're not the weakest link, but right now, you know, you can't defend yourself like you used to, do all you used to. But he's gonna use them, and he's gonna try to get the easy one. He's gonna pick you, Cena, and try to take the title from you. I predict that Seth Rollins is gonna try to steal the title from you, Cena, and he's not gonna even bother trying to get it from Gunther. Oh, and by the way, Gunther, congratulations on your match against Goldberg at Saturday Night's Main Event, because you will win. Trust me. If Goldberg's saying this is his last match and he's not gonna defend, he's just doing this to stand up for himself and his family, and not letting you disrespect him. And he said this is for his retirement match. He's never gonna wrestle again. So he plus this is just a match. So, and we know Goldberg's not gonna win because the championship is on the line automatically, and this is how it goes. But when a new superstar comes back, or the new superstar comes on the roster, and they back from an injury, or a new superstar like on the run like Penta, and they start winning all the time, and they come back with superstars like what's it called? What's her name? Asuka. Yeah, when come back from injury like that, they go right back to the top, and they automatically start winning. And Jada Cargill is not going to beat Asuka at Night of Champions. I guarantee you. And this is the truth. And Asuka's going to be Queen of Champions. Now, if I'm wrong, you could come back and say I was wrong and I didn't. And I was, like, question me on it. But I guarantee you, Asuka's going to win King of the Ring. Orton's gonna win. I messed up. My bad. Asuka's gonna win Queen of the Ring, not King, Queen of the Ring. And Orton's gonna win King of the Ring. And if he doesn't, then if Cody wins, he's gonna be setting himself up. But it's gonna be a lot harder for Seth Rollins to cash in if it's Randy Orton who wins King of the Ring. So then I took a second look and I thought about it. Cody might actually win, but the way Randy is, but if Cody wins and he gets at Cena and takes the title, even if Cena remains champion, Seth Rollins is going to have his boys come do their damage and take the title, whether it's from Cody, Randy, or Cena. And regardless, even if it's Punk, and that's a plus to Rollins, trust me. And I'm not saying nothing against you, Punk. I know Cena's going to try something to keep his title. And you know it too. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if you won. But knowing that Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes want to get their hands on Cena and be the one to take it from him, something might happen where Cena retains his title. But I'm not going to be shocked if you won the title away from him. I'm not going to be shocked at all. No. But because Orton and Cody Rhodes want to be the one to get their hands on him and be the one to take it from him and get their revenge on him, they mostly likely stand a better chance of getting their hands and being able to take it from Cena than you. And Cena does have a lot of tricks up his sleeve. But then I also know Truth is still mad and pissed off, and he might interfere in that match, most likely. And he's just got to let it go. Nobody disrespects him. We all put, what's that word he said for him? Yeah, we all put respect on your name, and we know you serious, and you're not goofy, and you're a serious competitor, and a dangerous one at that. But it's just like, you gotta ignore stuff like that. Cena's going through something. I can understand how he feels. Like I said, I know exactly how he feels. I go through the same stuff, but I've been going it through all my life. So has Cena. We just have different ways of coping with it. And I can't believe I've been on here that long. But anyway, I just want to say thank you to people that's supporting me, and shout out to, right now, I wouldn't be fair, but I'm not going to just give out one shout out. No. I'm going to give a shout out, then I'm going back to business. A few shout outs, and I'm going back to business. I'm going to give a shout out to my moms. I'm going to give a shout out to Cozy. I want to give a shout out to JC and Rose. I want to give a shout out to Matt, Jessica. I want to give a shout out to a few other people, but I just can't pronounce their names. I'm sorry, y'all. And if I can't remember you, I'm sorry. I'll get you next time. But anyway, thank you for all supporting me, and thank you for a fan who actually got in touch with me. I really appreciate that, and being nice. And if I knew your name, I would have said it right here on the phone in the video. But I just do what I can. Now, I love making my videos, and I know people think they know why I'm making these videos and it's for what they say and what I'm doing, but it's not. It's for a whole different reason. And I had a goal when I started making these videos. I had standards when I started making these videos. And I'm doing whatever it takes. And also I'm doing something else with my life and just making a change and making my own opportunity, like I said before. Now you can hate, you could join me, or you could just leave it at that. It's your choice. But for everybody that supports me, I gotta be honest with you. I can't support you all, hardly anybody right now. But if I do become successful with this and go on to do other things with this and become more like able to do stuff for people and still do things and make bigger things happen, I will try my best to get back to not everybody, but get back to who supported me and who's there. And you know, I just do the best I can to support people and give back. And still give for me and everybody else who supported me and been there from this very beginning. But anyway, I'm back doing videos. Now, I wanted to say, I believe Bella and Bailey, you need to work out your friendship. Figure this thing out. And do you realize Becky turned y'all against each other for her own benefits? Like, Seth Rollins turned Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman turned his back on everybody. You keep going to the next. That's what LA Knight said was true. He keeps going on from the next to the next. And that's what he keeps doing. He's running scared. Like a little punk, which he is. But Seth Rollins is very smart, and he'll take more of the easy way out than the hard way out. And think about it like this. When you're a champion, a real champion, you defend your title just about all the time. And to show that you are the best, you retain it as much as possible. But you do it the right way, like Cena did. Which is why I'm still not mad at him. I still respect Cena. I honor Cena. And I'm still with him. From day one when he showed up, I was voting for him to make it. And he did. And I'm glad he did. And I'm glad he did everything he did and supported. And he helped me, still helping me to this day, even with me never meeting him. My dream is one day to meet him, but most likely I ain't going to meet any of my people I looked up to that helped me growing up. And say thank you. And I just want to help out, but I can't help everybody else out. first I gotta just work on helping me and doing what I gotta do. Then I'm gonna work on helping with giving back to my community, my service. Now I have some questions, but I can't get the answers from here. I can't get the answers from you guys. So I'm gonna get my answers and come back to you. And I know if you don't care, it's okay. I understand. But I love all you fans that support me. And like, if you can get in contact with me, talk to me, let me know what you feel, how you think. And I'm very proud of this one person who contacted me. That's my actual fan. That's an actual fan, and she texted me, and I was like really shocked and surprised. But I want to say a personal thank you. Thank you. I don't know what your name is or who you are, but thank you. And that was a nice picture of you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And like, also, like, what I wanted to say with Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes, like, I know a lot of people look as underdogs as people not supposed to make it or never gonna make it at the big time, or then when they get it, they can't handle that responsibility of being a world WWE champion. Is not true. I mean, they start off and they get it and they do the best they can and they fight and do whatever it takes and they ready, and it's just some things happen. But as they get that title taken away, they work hard and get there where they need to be, and they are ready, and they have been ready and ready to take it to the next level, and the responsibility that comes with it. Which is why JBL should have done that at first when he was champion and lost the championship. But it's cool. He didn't know what to do. He handled the pressure by having people back him up, like Seth Rollins, coward ass. And Seth Rollins, I have admit, done things on his own in the past, but he was always getting an attitude about it. Like he was jealous. I mean, really jealous of Steph Rollins was really jealous of CM Punk and Roman Reigns the most. And he wanted to be the only one on top. Like Triple H back in the day. Triple H wanted to be the only one on top and successful. But there is so much talent in the WWE, and talent to come, and talent that it was, and talent that still is. And you can't be number one all the time. That's just how it is. And Jey Uso, congratulations on your match with Cody Rhodes. But even though you didn't qualify, you put on a hell of a match with Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes, congratulations on qualifying for Night of Champions at this Saturday. And good luck with you against Randy Orton. Randy Orton, good luck to you this year in King of the Ring. But Jada Cargill, you have fought this long and fought this hard to end up like Randy Orton's situation and Liar's situation back last year, where they got to the main spot just to fall off and lose. Which is going to happen, and Orton's not going to let that happen to him twice. And Asuka's already, as you know, like I said, when they come back with a superstar like that, they send them straight to the top. Basically, when it's a big superstar like that, and from an injury and just coming back, they will send them straight to the top. And Asuka's gonna win Queen of the Ring. But I do have a theory though. If, let's say, somehow this Friday night, the last woman standing match with Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax really goes good, and it's going to be a good match. If Naomi cashes in and wins the championship by cashing in on one of them, and if Jade Cargill by some miracle wins the Queen of the Ring at SummerSlam, that will be like a win-win for Jada Cargill to not only get the title shot, but beat the woman who won Money in the Bank, who set that trap for her and cost her months a miss of her career, and payback for not only just from beating her at WrestleMania and did what she did to her in Elimination Chamber and keep going on her back and ruining herself. That will be a win-win for Jada Cargill to just take that title away from her if she soon so wanted. Oh, and by the way, I know Gunther's going to win because he just won the title. He's the top superstar, and he's going to wrestle Goldberg. Goldberg's going to give him some trouble, yeah, but he's going to win his match. He's going to retain his title, and Goldberg will not win the title. Trust me. I know this. I know these things. I'm telling you how it is. Now, some of my predictions, I'm not going to lie, may be wrong, but most likely I'm right. And Seth Rollins will cash in most likely on John Cena if Cena retains the title at Night of Champions and retain at whoever wins King of the Ring. Because not only if they win King of the Ring and they win the match against John Cena, I think Seth Rollins will take his chance and go out to take that title just from them. And remember, the ball is in his court. At any time he wants to. Anywhere, any place, anytime. You could be busted open, weak, and could hardly defend yourself after winning your championship or defending your championship. And he could still go down, have his boys going down there. Braun Strowman and Braun Breaker. And take care of his business and then go out down and finish the rest. If you don't believe me, remember, just go back. In 2006, when the first winner of Money in the Bank ever, the first very winner of Money in the Bank, Edge, cashed in on John Cena after John Cena successfully won and defended his championship in Elimination Chamber, entering the match at number 2, and Shawn Michaels at number 1. And after that, he fought so hard in that match, he was busted up, bloody, and hardly could stand up and defend himself, and trying to celebrate that he defended his title successfully. And then as soon as it started, before out of nowhere, Vince McMahon comes out and said, everybody sit down. This night is not over. No, stay in your seats. There's another match. And this particular match is somebody's cashing in on their Money in the Bank contract. And not only did he do it, he came out, did it as he was beaten up and couldn't defend himself, and got an easy win over him. Edge with the side of Lita as his help. Now look at it this way. Seth Rollins got Becky Lynch to help him if he needs it, but he probably won't. And he got Braun Breaker, Paul Heyman, and Braun Strowman helping him. And Braun Breaker and Braun Strowman do the damage. Then he could go pick up the pieces from John Cena, most likely to retain the title. And Cody, if you win, you know he gonna take that easy, because he has never defeated you in a real fair fight in the match, and that's been on his mind. And then he could say he finally beat you, even though it wasn't fair. And unfortunately, it don't matter how it goes, it still count. I don't believe in that, but that's how it goes. There's nothing I can say. But I do want to say that it's not in none of y'all favors, because Seth Rollins was right. Y'all all competing for second place. If I were y'all, instead of competing for second place, I try to turn the tides around on Seth Rollins and compete for first place. All of y'all that's left in the competition. That's Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, and including the champs John Cena and CM Punk. Because Gunther does not have nothing to worry about losing his title anytime soon. Because I don't believe that Seth Rollins will cash in on Gunther at all. He's going to cash in on the easiest target. That's what they always do. Cash in on the easiest target they can get, and at the easiest opportunity they can find. And if he don't do it at Night of Champions or SummerSlam, he's still going to do it, but at his own pace, on his own time. And you might want to consider that at all times. And the way he's been making it known for his stuff, the way he's been making it obvious and say you got one warning, or he's going to make you pay, you're going to suffer. Think what he just did to LA Knight and what he gave as a warning after the match of Braun Breaker versus Penta. And he gave Penta one last warning. And Penta didn't take it, and I wouldn't have took it either. And I kept dealing with it because he's a problem. He wanted that stuff that CM Punk had and Roman Reigns had for himself. Now, if anybody was smart and really wanted to stop Seth Rollins from cashing in the Money in the Bank like he's planning on to, he already made a lot of enemies already. And he's just waiting. I mean, y'all should really take it and make his whole hard work blow up in his face for what he's did to y'all, and screw him out of when he cashes in Money in the Bank, and take care of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, yeah, and get Paul Heyman out the way, and ruin his chances when he does decide to cash in. For what he did to you, LA Knight, tried to do to you, Sami Zayn, and Penta, and everybody else. And I would really not be surprised if Roman Reigns came back and stopped it and ruined his plans for what he did to Roman Reigns. But I'm surprised that CM Punk doesn't want to do anything about that right now. But he is focused on John Cena, and John Cena is a problem too, and he needs to come back to the way he used to be. But I think to do that, you have to do more than take the title from him. You have to make him understand, and that we still love him and we still hear from him. It's going to take more than taking the title from him. Because if you take the title away from him, you basically brought him down even more and worse. And regardless of what you think, he does deserve it. The pride, the honor, and everything. He's worked his ass off for years and not take any shortcuts. And did it from the bottom up. Then the second he does turn his back because he wasn't being treated right, you turn your back on him again like you already did. That's what he felt like. You already turned your back on me, so what the heck? But now that you're starting to show your appreciation, your love, your care, and that you're actually there for him, now you can actually get him to come around where he's at, where he needs to be, and where the John Cena we all know and love. And he won't need a championship to do that, or take away a championship and try to ruin wrestling. Oh, and by the way, CM Punk, you did not take the championship with you and ruin wrestling. You did not have that championship when you left, because I remember you were champion at the time, but at the Royal Rumble you lost it to The Rock, and then you wanted the rematch against The Rock, so he gave it to you. He beat you. Then Cena won that Royal Rumble, and then you wanted to take it away from him, so put his Royal Rumble on the line against you. So if he loses his chance to Royal Rumble, and you get it. Kind of like the Rey Mysterio won the Royal Rumble in 2006, and Orton wanted to take that from him for himself, and Rey Mysterio lost the match, and Orton moved on to the match. But luckily, Teddy Long, he saw what was wrong, and he made it to a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight title. And Rey became World Heavyweight Champion, like he should have. But John Cena, he was focused now, and he wasn't letting anything get in his way. There's nothing stopping him. What stopped him was that loss against The Rock at WrestleMania 28. Now, at that Elimination Chamber match, at that Monday Night Raw match with CM Punk versus John Cena, and if John Cena lost, he lost his chance at getting a shot at WrestleMania 29 for the title against The Rock. And he had some demons to fight out, so he had to stay focused, and he had to do it so he could prove to him he could do this and he could do it at his best. And not only did he do it, he beat you, CM Punk, to retain his title shot at WrestleMania 29. Then not only did he do that, he redeemed himself by not only being you, then he redeemed himself at WrestleMania 29 by defeating The Rock and winning the WWE Championship. And never doubt anybody in the business, any other dog. Don't want to doubt anybody, that even if they're not in the business. They could always be championship material. And people holding them back. That's the thing. People holding them back for all certain types of reasons. And then once somebody gets there and challenge, don't assume they're going to lose. Because we never know. And I had a feeling Jay was going to win because everything, Gunther kept beating him for the title, for the Intercontinental title, being there, and then being for the championship again. And then he started getting him pumped up, angry, and torturing his family and Dallas Uso so much that he said he couldn't do it. Well, that was Gunther's mistake. Kind of like what he did with Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. He did that so much to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn got trained by Chad Gable and won the Intercontinental Championship that year at WrestleMania. Then, a year later, he defends his World Heavyweight Championship, which was this year, at, WrestleMania 42. And lost WrestleMania 40, yeah. We just had WrestleMania 42, right? Or was that WrestleMania 41? No, it was WrestleMania 41. So 42 hasn't happened yet. So for WrestleMania 41, he lost his championship to Jey Uso because he kept doubting him so much and said it was going to be an easy picking and kept torturing him and pitting in the face that he can't beat him. Well, Jey Uso proved he could beat him, and not only could he beat him, he could actually do it again. And I don't say that because I think that. I don't say that because it's a possibility. I say that because I know that for a fact. Jey Uso could beat Gunther and be World Heavyweight Champion again multiple times, just like Cody Rhodes could. I believe in that. And I believe in a lot of these superstars who could actually come up and be WWE superstars, even once they haven't had the championship yet. But some is not going to make it. Some is not going to be able to hold that title ever. But that don't mean they can't or they ever will. I mean, it's not for everybody to hold. I get that. And then the title will be useless. But to me, it's kind of already useless for my own personal reasons. But that's anyway. But Sami Zayn could still win the World Heavyweight Championship one day and be WWE Championship. And one day will be his day, maybe. And I want to congratulate you, Cody Rhodes, for making it to the finals. I want to congratulate you, Randy Orton, for making it to the finals. I want to congratulate you, Jada Cargill, for making it to the finals. I want to congratulate you, what's her name? Asuka, for making it to the finals. But I do predict Asuka will win Queen of the Ring. And most likely, Randy Orton's going to win King of the Ring. And if he doesn't, he will respect Cody Rhodes and just congratulate him. But you got to remember at the same time, if Cody Rhodes wins, Randy Orton's still a snake. But I'm pretty sure he understands it. And he could be a bad guy or a good guy, but he's a good guy. But right now, But anything could change at any given moment. But what I come to realize is I've been watching wrestling so much lately, and I want to mention this before in the last few videos, but I never got to it. What I wanted to mention was, in the WWE, y'all are so convicted on staying on the same thing, which is why I have all these predictions and predict on whatever y'all can do. And that's why I told you Becky was going to win Intercontinental Championship and Money in the Bank, and that's exactly what she did. And I told you a few other things. Now, let's see if these come true. But what I was trying to say is, WWE's been so, I don't know how to say this, so dependent on the good guy, bad guy stuff that it's so played out. Everything they do and still running with the same material is so played out. They need something new. Like, I forgot what I was going to say to give y'all some ideas, but I'll do that in the next time it comes to mind, okay? But, y'all have more bad guys now than good guys. You barely have any good guys at all left. Most of everybody in the roster and every woman or man in the wrestling business right now is mostly bad guys and none good. You barely have any good guys left. They're staying good guys, and all the good guys becoming bad guys. There's hardly any good guys, and there's mostly running around with bad guys. And I'm like, y'all really don't know what y'all doing, running out of clues of what you're doing. It's not right. That's not how you do it. If you're going to run with that same material, you better use it wisely and smart. Because having the whole roster basically mostly bad people, bad guys, and hardly no good guys, you need some good guys. Because the fans need somebody to cheer for that they actually want and respect and honor. That's what we need. So a hero to look up to. And that's exactly what John Cena was for all of us. Not just for me, for everybody. For adults that were kids then, for kids growing up now, for everybody. And for his family, for friends, everybody. That's all he was. That's all he was trying. All he was trying to do is be himself and get respect for being himself. That's it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And so, right now this video is too long, so I'm going to end it right here. But I love y'all, and I appreciate everybody who watches and supports me. Thank you very much. Goodbye.